Dams and heren, and welcome back to Satisfactory. So, yes, it's been a while. Me and Tim will get the multiplayer done, back up again, but I thought I would bring you back and give you a tour. Another tour. So, we've kept, me and Tim will be back with it. So since last time we haven't, do I use jetpack? I'll just shoot my blood runs. We've still kept everything the way it should be. We're still indecisive of how we're going to do this, but I think we're going to be ripping these down. I know I said in the last factory tour, but I think it's going to be a definite for ripping down. And it's a shame really, because if you haven't seen the Total Eclipse Fun Friday Spotlight, or the Fan Factory Spotlight, whatever he calls it, he actually really liked these, which was a bit weird because we'd kept it, but I think it was the way we'd done it. So yes, I'm going to pull my rifle. But I'm not, because I don't want to waste ammo. Yeah, he kind of liked the way we'd done the old like, as me and Tim call them, the whirligigs. So we do have future plans to expand. So everything's probably grindy to a halt. Yeah. Sort of. He liked these for personal storage. But unfortunately there was a few bits he really did miss out. He missed. So as you can see, we still have the conveyor elevators doing bits on building 2. I should have probably walked him through this properly. So building 3, this part of it is under construction. Things are going to change here, and I don't know what yet, but I know things are going to change. We may be adding more into the concrete production, because we're going to have to ramp a lot of things up. Because when it comes to building 2, just gotta remember my buildings, I want to ramp up this. So I want to ramp up the heavy modular frames. We have enough for the unlocks for the trains and stuff. When we get windows, I'm putting windows in on the bridge. So we're going to have a lot of changes around here. So I think this area is going to completely change, because we're going to be ripping out the heavy mods and replacing them. So all this area is probably going to get replaced and restructured, because we currently have heavy modular frames, but we're going to need a lot more if we're going to ramp up. I actually wanted to go that way. So coming in here, we still have another copper line which we're not using yet. We have enough unlocks for certain unlocks. I don't know. See, this is for circuit boards, so I don't know if we're gonna actually utilize this space yet. We might be doing so. Is that the computers? Or is that just circuit boards? Okay, so what's with the door down here? Is there a door? Yeah, there is a door. Okay. It's alright. I've just got to remember my own factory layout. Ah, okay, so yeah, we have 2 access points to the computers. Obviously, we're going to have to ramp up the computers at some point, possibly, because we need supercomputers, which will be going up on the floor above. I think this is going to be our supercomputer. So yeah, we do have another building, and I am going to put my jetpack on. So obviously when Tim spawns in, he'll spawn him back there. That's biofuel, that's fuel. Okay, so we probably are going to bring fuel back into the base, because otherwise it's going to be a long trip. Which is the issue. So, I think we've still got to unlock tier 7 and 8, or tier 7. Yeah. So it's 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. We have all that ready. So I'm quite happy about that. Everything's ready for that. It's kind of a quick tour. Oh, I panicked. I should have got my jetpack on. Okay, so we've had a bit of a change around. Like, there is a geyser down here, I believe. There. Yeah, so we're alright for geothermal when we get that. Because we will be using geothermal power as well. I have discussed with Tim about that, and he's agreed that yes, we are going to use geothermal. So as you come down to the oil, we've had a bit of change down here. So I'm going to bring some fuel back. So I don't know what we're going to do with this piece of land. Originally we were going to do fuel. We might, once the game catches up, we might actually we might put a train station in here. I know it's a short hop, but we might do it. I'd have to discuss with him, but I'm sure we are planning trains, because they're out obviously, and we are going to that's a bit weird. There's a pixel graphic when you look down. I think it's something to do with plastic underneath, maybe. Okay. I was just bringing a bit of fuel back. So, it obviously tells you where your truck stations are now, which is interesting because I don't know if we are going to predominantly use trucks anymore. I don't know. I think we're just going to have... Might as well fill up. I've got enough fuel on me now for my jetpack. This won't remain the case. I won't need 800 fuel. Because I'm not going to be saving this game. So it's fine. So on to building 4. Since the last factory tour video, you may remember. That's only going slow, so it's working. So you may remember that here, you'll have to excuse the shoddy pipe work. I built all this. But I built all the pipe connections, weirdly enough. This used to be our coal power plant. Now, what we actually have up here now is our new area, and this is our new foundry area. So what is happening is our steel plates are coming out of here, as you can see, and we're running along here. There is a way to get into here, so they're running along on the outside, and they're coming into here. So if you excuse the shoddy catwalk design, this was my idea. He did show this off, did Total Eclipse. So we have an entire floor here doing steel. But we also have a we have a floor down here doing steel pipes. So yeah, you get up there. Oh, you can get this way. It was Tim's idea, Tim's suggestion that I did it rather than having to go around the catwalk, so I fixed it. Also on building 4, you have an entire another floor ready for steel. It just needs connecting and things need to come in and etc, etc. We still got that bug? Yes, we have. So, yeah, that's that. So my truck is in the distance. So I'm just having a quick sort of look around. Ah, crap. This is gonna hurt. Okay, I think there's a drop pod. I need to get some higher ground, but I actually think, ooh, that nearly killed me. I need to get up there. But I'm not gonna. It's been so long since I've messed. Mesosphere? We haven't got that yet. So, if you remember the old setup, we used to have a couple of coal generators down here. Why did we never pick that up? So we had a couple of coal generators. We've got one coal generator feeding for our foundry. One coal generator, sorry. One coal pure node with a Mark II on, soon to be Mark III. We have this one that's ready to go eventually. But also what we did decide to do, as you can see, we have another miner here. Apologise for the audio, it's a little bit of a pain with the coal generators, and always is. So we just decided that we would make, you know, a walkway right down to the walk. So we'll just swap out. And run. So that is essentially that for the coal. So we have that power source. Whether it becomes redundant or not, we just keep it on the power grid. Just I was checking something the other day. Excuse me. I was checking yesterday or day before I think. Come around that corner back there and yeah, it nearly happened. I nearly got squished by my truck. That truck, which is full. So that's that. Hopefully I've got enough fuel in my Explorer. But yeah, I think there's a drop pod up on top of there somewhere. I don't know how we're going to plan. We plan to put trains in yet, but we do. So I need to discuss with Tim. We need to get back to it. So a quick way to get into the base. This will be redesigned once we have windows in the game. And it was a quick way to get to and from the space elevator. I designed it when I was bored. Okay, so if I go and grab an Explorer. Actually I don't, I'll just go up on foot. So here we changed a bit and did extra concrete and stuff. I can't remember if there's anything dangerous this way. Kind of hope not. Never normal limestone deposit. Ah, yes. There's a cliff. And a bit of poison. Game, don't crap out on me now. I'm hoping I'm going the right way. Yeah. I was definitely meant to go a different way. Never mind. Yeah, so me and Tim, we decided we'd have a battle with a few beasties down here. We've got oil. And this oil is just feeding fuel. And as you can see, we have power generation down here. So this is where our other like 5,000 or whatever is coming from. We have a nice power generation fuel generator setup. I think this is just temporary. I think this is temporary, but it may be changing in the future. Okay, so let's quickly swap. So if I actually follow the power cables, I'll be able to get back to base. That was lucky. Yeah, this was fun putting these power cables in. Because we took that route even though we had our bridge over there, but it's fine. I think we're going to be hunting bauxite and other stuff next. Really? There's a power slug up there? Looks like I am going to have to save my game because I kind of want... Oh! Bugger. I need to... Right. So what I need to do is go this way. I don't mind climbing, but like I say, it's worth it for a yellow power slug for more power shards, so I will have to save my game. So we just carry on. Up here. We should arrive back at base. Yeah. So that allows us to put that back power in. So I'm just trying to remember. Kind of don't like coming out at night. That was my last explosion. Damn it. Okay, that's fine. I could do... There is commands and everything that might reduce lag, but... It is fine. The computer's just got to get used to having me back on this map. I think Total Eclipse he did drive down, or tried to attempt to drive across one of my bridges in Explorer which he'd built. Yeah, he tried to drive down one of the solid bridges that we just set up for power, and yeah, he fell off, and that was his own kind of fault. I think he was driving across that bridge or something like that, and he fell off. I will. Crap, not enough room. Material more. What do I not need? Then. I could have just got my gas mask out, it'd have been way easier. Okay, we got that drop pod. There's another 2 power slugs that I need. 3. Okay, so... Alright, I'm going this way. So, we have a CT power generation unit. Well, what we like to call it a CT Criterion power generation unit, but the power generation unit doesn't actually now only power the Criterion anymore. So we expanded our little I'm hoping it's not going to glitch the audio. So this is going to our power generation, but it's not just going to our power generation. So we are yet to establish, I think I've showed you this before. At least they've not moved the node, which is good. We're yet to establish our quartz chain. So we have like a pure node. We have 2 pure nodes up here. So the quartz is going to be handy. So I don't know what we're going to do with them yet. We're going to need them. I don't know what we're going to do about nuclear power yet. We haven't decided. We need bauxite because we need the aluminium. Sorry, aluminum or aluminium. We call it aluminium. Okay, so if I ride this belt, slow belt, I can run friggin' quicker. So this is coal. I could have just followed the belt. Will you allow me to pick that up? Well, I'm gonna get rid of that. Come on, game, catch up. I accidentally pressed the tilde key and brought the console command up. I've not been using console commands, so I could have just dropped it on the ground, but never mind. So here is our little black powder setup. And it's currently at a standstill. So we've got enough black powder coming out of our ears to make. I still want the idea of turning that into a weapons factory, but it's getting the beacons and stuff. I still want a weapons factory. I need a weapons factory for the ammunition. If we're going to do exploring episodes, we need it. But it also depends on Tim's thoughts about things, because I would still like a weapons factory. Because they've added new beasties in the game, and they're going to still add new beasties in the game. So I'll just hit my, see how quick this is. Probably not that quick. Oh, it's kind of quick, but not as quick as a Mark 4 or 5. So, I myself, I'm starting again. Not on this map. Well, on this map, yes, of course, but not on Northern Forest or the desert. I've gone back to my original location. I've started creating. I've just need to unlock coal first, because once I unlock coal I can then rearrange my entire factory. I've done a little temporary setup, but I need to get back to down the coal and back to my original idea. So you've seen that, you've seen this, and that's all I can say really for the moment, because like I say, I need to discuss with Tim what is going on, and we need to plan out, because building 2 and 3 are going to change. Well, they're not going to change, they might just get extended and so we can ramp up production. But I don't know yet. Like I say, I don't know. I've got to discuss with Tim, because I mean, we have enough to unlock everything. I have enough to unlock. See, this is why I need the quartz and the beacons, because I want to get the radar technology unlocked. I'd like to get a lot of the other stuff unlocked, like the purple shards and basically everything we've got here. I'd rather just unlock. I mean, you know, I'd rather just get it sort of unlocked. Even though we're not going to use the jump pads, I'd rather them just be unlocked, because then I know what's going to happen. I don't want that milestone selected, so the next milestone I will select for unlock is model technology ready. So you see, we got like 21 power shards. We do a lot of collecting. I could have picked up that Mercer sphere. Don't know why I've got alien organs on me. I've got a lot of stuff on me that's probably what I've collected and I've never sort of done. So as you can see, I can make a power shard. And 2 power shards. Whether, like I say, whether I come back to do more, but like I say, I don't want to touch this. I don't want to start doing things without Tim. I've tried and it didn't work because of the way something was set up, but that's fine. But anyways, guys and girls, Dankuwel for watching, and yes, me and Tim shall see you soon for Satisfactory. But I hope you enjoyed the tour, and yeah, all links will be in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.